What's good, y'all? It's your boy Baller Fall Bird, the one and only Mr. Baller Fall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun will get done because your boy's blessed beyond. Hey man, listen, I got a banger for y'all today. As y'all know that I always push out hits on top of hits because there's so many things that go on in this brain and there's so many experiences I done had in life that I gotta give y'all this game, man. So listen, I want to talk to y'all today about trust. Trust. How do we trust ourselves while we're not trusting ourselves? And then as y'all see from the title of the video, how we're killing our confidence in ourselves. So I'm going to start off with this. Oftentimes I think about times that I may tell myself that I want to do something. I may tell myself that I want to do this by this day. I want to have this amount of money saved up by this date. But in order for me to have that saved up, I need to work this amount of days and this amount of time. And I tell myself these things. I tell myself, Birds, you don't get up at 5:30 in the morning. Then 5:30 in the morning come around, that alarm hit, and I press the snooze button. So I think about these things, and I know that this is something that all of us deal with. You know, this is a baller for our family, so we're going to keep it real, we're going to keep it raw, and we're going to keep it uncut. And then the reason why I'm even making this video today is because this question came from one of you all, one of the baller for our family members. The question was, Bird, I'm having trouble trusting myself. It's a lot of things that I want to get done, but I'm really having trouble trusting myself. Why do you think that is? And I'm glad, man. I'm glad that y'all finally asking questions. I'm glad that y'all finally engaging. So I'm gonna make sure that I put away with the video that I wanted to make for today, and I'm gonna answer this question, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So to go ahead and get into the video, like I said, too many times I've told myself, too many times we as a family tell ourselves things, and then we don't uphold it. And then it makes me think of, man, we'll make promises to our family members and keep them. We'll make promises to our friends and keep them. We'll make promises to our bosses and keep them. Hell, we'll even make promises to strangers and keep them. But when it comes to the things that we really want to get out of life, knowing what they're going to take, making these promises to ourselves, we may make them and then never do them. Broken promise, as y'all see, is another part, as the title of the video, broken promises. So when it comes down to trusting ourselves, these broken promises are killing us. They're killing our confidence in ourselves. These broken promises are killing the things that, the hope and the spirit that's in us, because we're saying things and one of two things are happening. We're either saying these things and end up not doing it, so it's killing our confidence, or even worse, we're saying these things and before they even come to fruition, before they even come to the time where it's time for us to do it, we already know in our head that we're not going to do it. And that's built up over time. Why do I say this is built up over time? Because you do this long enough, you start not to trust yourself. Think about it in terms of relationships, friendships, platonic or intimate relationships, however you want to talk about it. Somebody tell you, okay, such and such, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to get you something to eat every single day this week. They mess up on day one. Okay, they mess up on day one. You're like, oh, okay, well, something may have come up. They tell you the same thing the next day. Mess up again. They don't bring any lunch. Then you're like, okay, cool. Like, I don't even know why you told me this in the first place. The days go on, and then that word is like, I ain't even expecting no more. By this time, you don't want to start getting your own lunch. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why I say this is because think about it in terms of relationship. Somebody make a promise to you. As time goes on, you start to brush off that promise. Or you start to just take it not as seriously because you're like, oh, well, I don't know what they're going to do. They're too wishy-washy. They're too, easy to be floated with the wind and stuff like that. And 9 times out of 10, it may just not happen. Now, when we make these promises to ourselves, a lot of times when other people make promises to us, it's not out of bad intention. A lot of times it's the opposite of that, and it's really rooted in good intention. We want to get these things done for ourselves. We want to get these things done so that we can achieve a goal that we really feel that we want. But we're not thinking about it in terms of what it's doing for us whenever we say that we want to do these things or that we're going to do these things and we don't do it. Let's take ourselves and put ourselves in the example of a seed. Let's say we want to plant a seed for it to grow into a tree, fruit tree, whatever the case may be. You plant this seed. That's me saying, okay, I want to get this done and I'm going to do this. You plant that seed. The first day you water it, you give it the sunlight. Then the second day, you forget to water it. That seed now either becomes stagnant or just off rip, it goes ahead and starts dying. because you're killing it. The things that it needs to go, the things that it needs to become what you want it to become, your end goal result, is not being given to the seed. And in this case, we are the seed. We're planting these things. We're planting these habits that we want. We're planting these goals that we want. And knowing that we have to put input actions into it and then not doing the inputs. That's why I say in a lot of my videos, we can't say that we want to be millionaires. We can't say that we want to make this amount of money. We want to be comfortable. We want to be rich. We want to create generational wealth, but not put in the input actions. So when I say these things, I think about, like I said, if you don't put the effort in to water the seed will never grow. And then every day or every on and off day that you water it, the seed is either going to take longer to grow, or if you know science, that seed is probably going to end up dying because it's not being consistently watered and given sunlight. So then, like I said, and if y'all see me looking down, looking at my notes, because I want to make sure that I stay on topic and make this video not too long. But I think about the fact that some of us are missing our blessings in lives. We're missing our blessings. We're missing our seasons in our lives that we know that we could have because we keep making these broken promises and we won't do what it is that we say that we're going to do. Me included. That's why I keep saying we. It's so many places that I should be right now. At the end of the day, it's all God's plan. He knows how I am as a person, so I can't even trip about it. But at the end of the day, I know in the back of my head, had I did this back then, had I set this account up this way, had I did this business thing, when it originally came into my head, but I did not do it. And I told myself I was going to do it. Now today is coming and I'm wondering why I haven't did it yet. And now I'm dealing with the consequences of not doing it back then when I said I was going to do it. So I think about this, and it doesn't matter what religion you serve, if you're religious at all or anything like that. I read the Bible, I talk to God, and it's two scriptures that me personally, so I'm like this question really came right on time. It's two scriptures that I've been working on with myself. And in the Bible, the scripture says, it's better to say nothing at all than to make broken promises to God. So I think about that scripture and I think about, you feel me? Of course, we don't want to make broken promises to God. But then I think about all the things that God has given us. And in my own sense, in the way that I like to think about life, I am a God-like person. God gives us his qualities. When he says we have the power of the tongue, God spoke worlds and earths into existence, right? So we the same way as the second scripture. The power of life and death is in the tongue. So then when I think about those two scriptures, when I think about, it's better to not say anything, and then the power of life and death is in the tongue. For one, if it's better to not say anything than to make broken promises, if that's in the scripture, well, I need to be practicing that. Because I would rather just not say anything at all than to say something, not do it, and then be killing my own self. If it's the power of life and death, saying I want to do one thing and it's not really what I want. Or I know I'm not going to do the actions to make it come to fruition. Like I said, we have good intentions, but when it comes down to actually doing it, where is the disconnect? So like I said, when I say this, I think about the disconnects that we have a lot of times is three things in my opinion. Number one, time. All right. When I say time, we have more demands than what we have capacity to get these things done. We want to get so many things done. We want to do this. We want to do that. All right. But we're not accounting for the time. Okay. I got to go work this 9 to 5. I got to go work. I got to go DoorDash. I got to go do this, that, and the third. Well, when you're going to sit down and get the things done that you said that you want to get done, then the next thing, like I said, this is where trust comes in. We start to self-sabotage. We can't get the things done that we want to get done because we're like, this may not work out. I don't know if I really want to put the work in. So we start to self-sabotage the very things that we say that we want and the very things that we say that we're going to do. And then number three is the reason why I say this number three for last, because it's a big one for me. Even though I don't really consider it to be true in my sense, but at times it can be. I'm not going to be naive to that. Being overly ambitious. It's not a bad thing, but too much of anything is not good. So what I mean by this is sometimes I want to get so many things done, even though I'm a hobbyist, even though I'm a multi-potentialite, and I can do a lot of things. They all can't be done. You can do anything, but you can't do everything, or at least everything in one day, or at least everything in the time allotted to you. So you have to pick and choose. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. Well, all the time you have to sacrifice. If you want to get something done, if you want to, I was on a business seminar, and I'm gonna say this one example, and I'm gonna stop. I was on this business seminar, and the guy, Markwell Russell, he said that he heard from someone else, if you could have the life that you want with the habits that you already have, wouldn't you already have it? And man, when he said that, man, it hit me so hard. Why did it hit me so hard? It's because I keep saying, Bird, I want to be a millionaire. Bird, I want to do this. And y'all, and we as a family, we may say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Well, if the habits that you have right now could produce those outcomes, wouldn't you already have it? So with that being said, we have to figure out the habits that we need to have so that we can get the things that we want out of life. A lot of times it's the habits, but the habits come from scheduling these things out and then having the inputs in. But a lot of times you can't put these inputs in without sacrifice. And that's one of the last things that I want to get to. All right. What we need to do. We need to identify why it is that we can't get the things done that we want to get done. What are the distractions in our day? What are the things holding us back from getting the things done that we want to get done? Is it time? Is it I'm getting home after my 9 to 5? My 9 to 5 is exhausting, so I'm getting home and I'm too tired? Am I getting home and I'm so emotionally burned out from the day that I can't, I don't feel the right way to try to get these things done? And the reason why I ask these things, number one, is because identify more so the root of it. Because I know a lot of times where I done told myself I was too tired, or you may in your own sense know it may have been times that you told yourself, all right, I'm too tired to get this thing done for myself. And then a friend calls, hey girl, what's up, my boy? Hey, let's go out. Let's go out to the club, or let's go out to dinner. Drinks on me. Dinner's on me, whatever the case may be. Somehow, some way you find that energy, and I'm a victim of it too. So that's why I say we as a family, I'm a victim of it too. I may have said, man, I'm too tired to actually sit down and get this work done for myself. My partners call me, hey, let's go bowling. Hey, let's go do this. Let's go to the gun range. And out of nowhere, I done got this energy. Now that I'm there, I got all the energy in the world. So the reason why I say this is because we got to make sure that what we say we want is what we actually want. And what I mean by that is, if that's what we say that we actually want, we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that we get that outcome. We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that we get what we say we want. Because in any other sense, what you really want ends up prevailing. If you really want to have fun in the moment that you really want to get some things done, then what you going to do? You're going to make sure that you really do what you got to do so you can go out and go have some fun. But one of them is going to take a sacrifice. That's why sometimes you have to go ghost on everybody. That's why sometimes you have to, isolate yourself. Sometimes you have to, or even find the people that you need to be around to give you the good influences so that you can get the things done that you want to say that you want to get done. And boy, it's speaking to me right now because I know that I'm going in right now. We got to start figuring out what we need to prioritize. We need to figure out how we need to start rearranging our schedule. Or at the end of the day, just overly push yourself to make sure that you get the things done that you say that you want to get done. So, like I said, within our schedules, we need to make sure that our schedule is not, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really thinking my brain is flowing a little bit faster than I can even speak right now. Like I said, if we could have the things that we wanted to have with the habits that we currently have, wouldn't we already have them? If I could still wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and have the things that I say I want, wouldn't I already have it? So maybe I got to say, okay, Bird, I'm going to get up at 5:30. Bird, I'm going to get up at 6 so that I can give myself an extra 2-3 hours to get some work done before I got to go to work or before I got to get up to get dressed to go to work. I'm going to give myself extra time. That's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing your sleep. So then either now you're going to sacrifice staying up as late. Maybe now that you're trying to get up at 5:30, you're going to go to sleep by 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night. Whereas you normally go to sleep at 12 o'clock at night or 12 in the morning. So when I say these things, something is always going to take a sacrifice. But you can schedule your day to where these sacrifices aren't as hard to make. They may be hard to do, but they're not as hard to make. So when I say they may be hard to do, it's not always easy getting up at 5:30 in the morning. Until it becomes a habit, then it's like, okay, then it's like clockwork. But when you're in the beginning stages of trying to figure these things out, you have to make sure that you set time aside to actually plan your day out and say, okay, at this time I'm gonna get this done, at this time I'm gonna get this done, at this time I'm gonna get this done. But in order to get this done, I need to wake up at this time. I need to get home by this time. Okay, I'm gonna account for traffic. I know I might have 30 minutes to an hour in traffic. Okay, so when I leave work, I'm gonna push this back until I get home at 7. So whatever the case is, we need to start putting things in place so that we can get these things done. Another thing that I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna finish it off here. When we need to commit, we need to commit by adding urgency. I made a video, the reason why life is so short. We don't got all the time in the world. You never know when your time gonna come. You never know when your time gonna come. I don't know when the Lord gonna call me home. But within me saying that, we need to add urgency. If I say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get it done now instead of later. If I got 5 minutes, why not do it 5 minutes? Why not do it right now? If I say I'm gonna do it tomorrow, why not do it tonight? If I say I wanna have it done by the end of the week, why not do it by the end of the day? If I say I want to do it by the end of the day, why not have it done by the end of this hour? I can get these things done if I actually, put the things in place to make sure that I'm urgent about the things that I say that I want. And then the last thing that I'm going to say is accountability. Tell somebody to make you accountable. Tell a family member, a close friend. Or what you can do, like with me dropping these videos, make a public statement. Make a public statement. I told the world, I said, look, y'all gonna be getting a YouTube video from me every day, and I'm gonna go live stream every day. Even on the nights when I don't feel like doing it, even on the days where I may not have scheduled my day all the way out to the T, I still made sure that I got these things done. And if y'all have watched my videos, if y'all have been on the live stream, y'all know some days, it's days that I don't go to sleep until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and still get up at 5:30. So I say all these things to say, commit to being urgent, commit to your word, and find somebody to hold you accountable. Or go into a silent season where you don't even tell anybody what you're going to do until you actually have done them. Because continuing to say that you're going to do these things, continue to say these things to yourself or to other people, and they're not doing it, you're killing your trust in yourself, and you're killing the trust that they have in you. Hey, I'm done, man. I'm done. I hope that this video was a banger for y'all. I know I went on a little bit longer than what I really wanted to, but it's your boy Ballafire Bird, the one and only Mr. Ballafire, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun Will Get Done, because your boy is blessed beyond, man. I am out.